Hello. This is an opportunity for me to share some thoughts with you about our business, where we've been during the past year, and where we're going in the coming year. You know, you've read a lot of things in the press, some good, some not so good. You've heard a lot of things from your friends and the people that come in the store. So let's take a moment and just reflect on the year as a whole. Quite frankly, the year has been somewhat disappointing. We've had 13 years of sales growth every year, and we've had many years where the profits grew. Quite frankly, in 1990, the year that just ended, we'll probably complete a year, our first year ever, in which the sales have dipped, though it'll still be one of our two best sales years ever. And we'll probably also have a year in which, for the first time ever, we may report a loss for the full year, even though we've had a profitable fourth quarter, and we will reduce the loss that we've been carrying forward during the first half of the year, because we made a lot of money in the fourth quarter. So we'll end up the year not as profitable as past years, but still a very well-known and successful company. And we're going to go into the next year with a lot of enthusiasm for some of the programs that we're going to put in place. I should sort of take it aside and just mention, it's sort of rare that anybody creates any business that goes for 13, going on its 14th year, without ever having a tough time. That's very unlikely. Whatever you do in life, whether you're the National League football stars, or whether you're a business that's had 14 years of steady success, there will be years, once in a while, when you encounter slow periods or even a momentary step back. And this is our year to take that step back. On the other hand, you know, it's really gotten me excited about all the things we can do to make our business run better. We've reviewed a lot of things in the corporate office that we can do to lower our expenses. And we've been reducing our staff and our expenses here to make our company leaner and stronger. In our stores, we've also been examining different ways that we can trim our expenses. And I think all of us can appreciate that some of the things we're putting in place will make us a better company. Let me talk about two major programs we're going to be doing in the springtime that will really be interesting to you. The first one, the most interesting, is that we are going to be changing our retail stores. So that beginning in the March timeframe, about middle March, you're going to get new display material that will change the way the stores look. Right now, you walk into our stores, you see a lot of little products all sort of cluttered around, and it's very confusing to the customer. And I've done a lot of talking and a lot of traveling that has told me that our stores are confusing to people. So we are going to change that so that now when you walk in the store, you see like 15 major product displays. We'll get about 8 or 9 of these in place in March, and the balance in April and May. You'll walk in a store as a customer, you'll see in March 10, but by May 15, major product statements that says, over here is the luggage presentation, over here is the Playboy massage tape presentation, over here is the sound soother presentation, here the AudioX presentation. And it is designed so that even if you haven't read the catalog, you can walk in the store and immediately understand what the major products are for the SHRP image that make us unique. You know, if you think back on the SHRP image, our history has always been based on having unique products that were different from other people, different from other retailers. We want to get back to that strategy. We want to have more unique products. And we want to make the customer realize the moment they walk in the store that we have them, even if they've never gotten a catalog before. Now, getting these displays in place is important. And beginning in May, we'll couple that with one additional part of the strategy, a marketing piece. We will take our mail order catalog and we'll make it a bigger, a thicker, with more pages, more interesting mail order catalog with more unusual products in it. And it will only go to the mail order customers and our very best retail customers. And all the rest of the retail customers will now get something different called our retail mailing piece. And the retail mailing piece you'll recognize because it will be slightly smaller than the regular catalog. Instead of being 8 by 11, it will be 6 by 11. The same height, but a narrower book. It will be much shorter, about 24 pages is all. And it will not cover everything in depth. It will not have all the copy blocks. It will not have all the products. But what it will be is it will be exciting. It will be interesting. It will pique your curiosity. It will excite you. It will make you want to come in the store and see what's going on. And because it's smaller and lighter, we can mail it to about 50% more people that are getting our catalog right now in the retail store areas. So instead of reaching approximately 1.5 million people each month with a catalog, we can reach approximately 2.3 million people each month with the retail mailing piece. Because we'll reach 50% more people, we have a 50% greater chance of getting 50% more people into our store. And because the piece will be interesting and it will be new every month, I think what we'll find is it will be more interesting to people than getting the mail order catalog every month. We have had complaints that the catalog gets sort of repetitive or sort of boring. Well, by separating these two pieces, so you got the retail piece and you got the catalog piece now, two things are going to happen. One is the catalog now will be more interesting. It'll be more pages, it'll have more interesting products in it. They won't all be in the stores, but once we find out which items are the best sellers, we can put those in the stores and feature them in the retail mailing piece later. And the other thing that will happen is because the retail mailing piece now goes to 50% more people and is designed to really be fresh and different and interesting every month, we think we can build more store traffic into the stores, and once they get there, they will see these large displays that get them interested in our unique and exclusive products. This strategy is one way of saying we are going to think hard and we are going to be smarter than we were a year ago in creating new business for our company. When things are easy, when business is happening automatically, quite frankly, I don't have to think quite as hard, and you probably have seen that in our catalog the last year or two. It hasn't changed. Yeah, we've had some good new products, but it hasn't really changed. Now we're going to change because we're going to cope with the situation rather than just sitting back and letting the situation happen to us. We're going to actively manage our business better. And you'll see this result unfolding in March through May timeframe. I think you'll be impressed by it. Of course, the economy's not helping, and this will continue to be a drag on our sales, I'm sure, through the Father's Day period. I'm sort of expecting we'll see discouraging sales through Father's Day. It will get better as we get our store displays in March. It'll get better yet as we get into our new mailing program in May and June. But I think we should all just be mentally prepared. It is going to be a difficult period through February and early March. Let me also mention as an aside, but something important is, our company is in a very strong financial position. We have a good cash flow because we've been managing our expenses well. We are very solidly financed. We certainly are not even considering anything drastic, and once in a while customers come in our stores and they say, gee, I hear you're going out of business. Well, that is the furthest thing from the truth, and the sooner you tell them, absolutely not, that is not even being considered, I think the better off we'd all be. So mention that to them, will you? I also don't want to forget to thank you for your efforts during the Christmas season. Even though it wasn't quite the sales level we had hoped to get, it still was a big hunk of business. And you and I both know it involved a lot of long hours, a lot of hard work, and you in the stores especially carried the brunt of this load. And I appreciate it so much, and I want to thank each of you personally. Lastly, let me talk about an unusual product we're going to be selling in the spring. You might recall Birkenstocks from a few years ago, 10 to 15 years ago to be exact. Well, Birkenstocks are back, and the Sharper Image is going to be selling 2 models of Birkenstocks. One will be a casual model, and one is a professional model. Today I'm wearing the professional model, and I'm going to show it to you. It's black leather. It looks like a Birkenstock, though as you can see, it's black, not the tan you're accustomed to. And our casual model will still be the tan one. This black leather model is being made just for the SHRP image. It will be positioned as the professional Birkenstock to be worn with a coat and tie to the office, or if you want to wear it casually. Black is an in color this year. And it is so comfortable and so much fun to wear, especially with sort of patterned or businessy or good-looking socks like I'm wearing today. Now, I know you think this is crazy, but believe me, you will be surprised how popular these Birkenstocks will be. And we'll be featuring them in our May time frame. The casual one would be in all the stores, and the black leather one, the professional model, will just simply be in the catalog and maybe our 10 or 20 top stores until we find out how they're selling. This is an exciting promotion for me because I am really enthusiastic about the Birkenstock program. I think you're going to be surprised how well we're going to do. The casual model, which is tan suede, is about 80 to 85 retail. We'll get the exact price. And the professional model is around 129 retail. I know it sounds a little bit unusual. I keep repeating that. I wanted to show them to you today because I wanted to tell you how enthusiastic I am about this program and how much fun I've had wearing them. I just came back from the Consumer Electronics Show with our buyers, and Peter and Shannon. They wore their regular street shoes for 2 days. I wore my professional Birkenstocks. I was so happy every day, and my feet got up out of bed the next morning overjoyed to do it again. Those people were complaining and moaning about how much they did not want to put their shoes on again. So I have a real-life testimonial to talk about I'm really enthusiastic about. Best of all, we're going to let you wear Birkenstocks in the store if you want to. Can you believe that? And the Birkenstock people have offered to sell us Birkenstocks for our store people at 20% below cost, which is a terrific price. In closing, let me thank you one more time for your efforts during Christmas. Let me assure you we have a lot of good, exciting programs in place for the coming year, and I am more enthusiastic than ever about our business and the SHRP image for the 90s. Thanks.